Good morning. It's time for Weird Theories. So sometimes when I watch too much TV, I come up with all these weird theories. So I was rewatching Merlin, and at the end, the dragon is like, "Oh, King Arthur is the once and future king. He will rise again when Albion's need is greatest." I started thinking about it, so I looked it up, and I'm like, what is Albion exactly? And apparently that's the name that like the island of England used to be called, which makes a lot of sense. I kind of figured it was something like that. I just didn't know if it was like a region, or if it was like the whole island, if it was like a greater area. I started thinking about the whole Brexit thing and how these new policies are very xenophobic. It's very similar to what Uther was doing when he did the Great Purge with magic. His was a little bit more extreme because he went around killing people. It's the same kind of theory, fear of those who are different than you. Well, if this the whole thing is like true, Arthur should be rising again. And like we're like at the very beginning stages of like Uther's whatever. So that means that our Arthur either isn't born yet or is just a baby. And I started thinking, would this new Arthur be like the prime minister of England, of someone who grows up and like wins that title, or is it going to be someone actually from the royal bloodline? So my new theory is that Prince George is the once and future king. In the show How I Met Your Mother, there is this argument about whether a relationship resets when you break up and get back together. Ted argues that no, you've been broken up, you start a relationship from the beginning. I don't actually remember who argues the opposite, probably everyone else argues that a relationship does not reset, it was on pause during the break and you start where you left off. I propose an alternate theory where time rewinds at quarter speed during the time you're broken up. If you were together for a year and then you're broken up for 2 years, the 2 years equals 6 months of rewind. So you go back to 6 months into the relationship. Make sense? Because you still do have to a degree, relearn to trust that person because obviously the trust was broken when you broke up, but like to the same extent, you do have a history.